What's up guys, it's up here, and Logan Paul's base set first edition booster box is just finished with an estimated value of $1.4 million. This is 24 packs that have sold anywhere between $36,000 and $44,000 each. Those were sold through Golden auctions, and if we assume an average value of $40,000 a pack, he has another 12 packs that he's selling through cryptocurrency. So it brings the box total to around a 1.4 million sale. But just because the collective packs and the collective income from this box is going for around $1.4 million, that doesn't mean that future base set boxes will sell for anywhere near this level. There's a few reasons for this, which is what we're going to cover in today's video, but they include publicity, clout, an event, and NFTs linked to those digital custom Logan Paul cards. Now, while you may be looking at that and thinking they're absolutely worthless, what an ego this guy has, in this video I'm going to explain why this is actually bumping up the value of these packs and why future base set boxes aren't necessarily going to just be selling for, over $1 million each. And if you're like Shreddy and can't afford $40,000 on a base set booster pack, then all you've got to do is mega punch that thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you've enjoyed this video, and so the YouTube algorithm can push this video out to more Pokemon card collectors who also can't afford to pay $40,000 on a base set first edition booster pack. Simples. So we're going to jump into an article over from DOESNT which recaps the entire event, and I'm going to break down why this price isn't reflective of future box prices.
Are you ready for Shreddy?
So we're on DOESNT Media right now, and I'll link to this article down below so you guys can actually check it out for yourself. But the reason I'm on here is just because it kind of summarised things up quite easily, and I've actually gone back to Golden auctions and I can't access the sold prices anymore. But you kind of got all the information on this here. So this just sums up that the box break is sold for over $1 million so far. So we can see here that the auction for Logan Paul's first edition base set booster box break has ended with single pack final bids ranging from $36,000 to $44,000. So let's call it an average of $40,000. I already mentioned that there's going to be 12 additional packs that are being sold through cryptocurrency. This was confirmed by King Pokemon, Gary from Pawn Stars, over on an Instagram post as well. So that kind of puts his box at an estimated evaluation of $1.4 million. And there's some screenshots here, which is the main reason I wanted to show this article, because going on to Golden auctions, it just isn't loading for me at the minute. But we've got some screenshots here of what these final bids were. So anywhere between, this 36, the high, just below 37, all the way up to just over $44,000, with the average seeming to be here, $40,500. Possibly they've all came from, maybe it's the same person, maybe it's the same bidder. But an average price there, if we assume around the $40,000 mark. So the article goes on to say Logan Paul purchased 6 boxes for $2 million, and if he's getting $1.4 million back from one box, that is mega gains. That's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. It shows that thing, he's got this popularity and this fan base behind him, but it shows that money makes money. And kind of sitting on cash is something that I've learned over the past year or so, maybe a year and a half, possibly 2 years. Sitting on cash is just, your money is depreciating over time with inflation. So it's kind of better, and that's obviously what someone like him is doing, to what investors do. It's something that I'm trying to do with my money now, is to hold more assets, because as the assets go up, then your wealth goes up, whereas money just stays the same, and with inflation it's going to go up and up. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, I am a noob when it comes to investing and finances, so don't take anything I say as advice, and to be honest, I'm in no position whatsoever to be giving you advice. I'll just stick with talking about Pokemon cards for the rest of this video and the Pokemon card prices. So the remaining 12 packs are going to be selling to cryptocurrency bidders, and these purchasers are going to be getting a NFT digital collectible as well. Now, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to cryptocurrency. I have got some money in cryptocurrency, but I'm not super clued up, not super knowledgeable. But from what I've been reading about digital collectibles, there's a very good chance that these could blow up. And to your average, I saw it on Facebook loads, you know, the criticism just saying that Logan Paul has this huge ego to make his own digital card. Like, who's going to want that? People who are outside, and I completely understand it because I didn't know Logan Paul was before he got into Pokemon, so I completely understand this. But it is the fact that people, just because they don't watch Logan Paul or don't like him or aren't part of his, you know, community or whatever, they just completely disregard that other people can be. Now, these digital collectibles are set to potentially take off massively. So there is a lot of extra value attached to these boxes through these NFT, these non-fungible tokens, which is a kind of token that creates a unique thing. And the unique thing that's being offered here is digital art or a digital collectible, which is a Logan Paul custom Pokemon card. So it's not a physical card, it's just a digital, you know, piece of art. Now, if you've never heard of these before, I would suggest you go and do a Google search, because a lot of people are suggesting these are going to blow up. It's looking to be very popular among musicians and, you know, music artists and things like that, who are distributing their music using cryptocurrency and offering these unique pieces. It kind of as an incentive for their fans to buy. It sounds super crazy, and if you've never heard of it before, it just sounds insane. But from a marketing perspective and from a customer loyalty and from a, you know, a super fan point of view, a fan is able to buy something that they see is unique and special to them, so they want to own that, especially if they've got a strong connection to whoever, you know, the celebrity is that they're buying, you know, a product from, a musician, in this case Logan Paul. And we know that Logan Paul has some super strong followers, but that could be a completely separate video. But the point I'm making is, do not disregard this piece of art as being worthless, is probably the point I'm trying to make here. It is adding value to these cards, and if you don't understand why, I would strongly recommend going looking at NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and digital collectibles when it comes to cryptocurrency. What else are you getting for your money? Well, of course, you're getting a shout out to Logan Paul's followers, and he's got, what is it, over 20 million subscribers on YouTube? I can't remember what it is. But just like we saw in the first box break that he did, a lot of people who would never, ever, ever have bought something like that did it for a bit of a shout out. Connor from Graded Gem recently mentioned that the only reason Graded Gem purchased one of Logan Paul's booster packs is because they were launching the American Graded Gem service, and they thought the shout out would kind of help business pick up with the American customers. He admitted that that didn't have as big of an impact as what he'd hoped, so it's just one of those marketing decisions that the guys made.
Fairy doll. Now that would.
No, that watch it.
I mean, look at that. It's.
And there'll be people from other channels out there who are doing it just to get that publicity. PokeRev had one, Unlisted Leaf had one. So people are buying these packs not just for the cards, not just for the pack, but also for that exposure. Which again, your average collector on Facebook who is only spending 20 quid, or they've got 20 quid spare and they're spending it all on, you know, modern Pokemon cards, they just can't wrap their heads around that, you know, there's people out there that are earning a lot more money than them. They are making money through online methods, and a shout out could be beneficial to them. Whether or not that shout out's worth it, we've already heard, you know, Graded Gem say it wasn't worth it. Maybe it's for someone like PokeRev, it might have got more people over to his channel, but, you know, it's hard to say. But the point that I'm making here is, if you just want a first edition base set booster pack, it would be cheaper to go and buy one from a trusted seller, whether you want to buy an unweighed pack or a heavy pack. If you're looking to open the cards yourself, you can go and get them for a lot cheaper than what Logan Paul is selling them for. The reason Logan Paul's packs are selling for so much is because there's this huge event behind it. There's this huge stream, this huge live stream, this live box break that's going to be taking place. The addition of the NFT digital collectible, the shout out, the clout that comes from that. And a lot of people will just be able to say it, they took part in this event. They'll have more money than sense, more money than we'll ever earn. And to them, spending 40 grand on this, it's kind of just a drop in the ocean to a lot of these guys. So because of this added value, and yes, I genuinely do believe that there is added value for the right kind of consumer and the right kind of customer for buying packs in this box break, this added value is what's causing the price of these specific packs to go up. And I don't want this to be confused with, I don't want people to think out there, well, Pokemon's just going to become even more expensive, and this is the new standard, this is the new precedent. Base set booster boxes aren't jumping from $350-ish thousand all the way up to 1.4 million in the space of 2-3 weeks. Just understand that the reason this is going for so much is because it's Logan Paul, and there's a lot of other things going on and a lot of added value when you're purchasing one of these packs. Now, that's not to say that the entire Pokemon market won't be affected. We already saw this happen at the end of 2020 when Logan Paul was first getting into Pokemon and first making his videos. So hopefully this video has explained why, even though we're seeing crazy prices on this booster box, why it's probably not going to set the precedent for future sales. Unless Logan Paul is going to be doing future box breaks and he will kind of establish this price for his box breaks, but that doesn't mean that your average person on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, with one of these boxes will be able to get $1.4 million for their base set booster box. I think we're going to see a trickle down effect again like we saw back in 2020. Shadowless will go up, Unlimited will go up, and the hype around Pokemon temporarily will cause spikes in the marketplace because there's going to be a lot more eyes and a lot more demand looking for these older products. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below and we can chat about it. If these $40,000 booster packs are a little bit out of your price range, then on screen now is a video I made about how you can get started collecting for cheap on a budget and maybe work your way up with an end goal of buying a pack of that value somewhere down the line. And make sure to hit that subscribe button to learn how to make money through Pokemon cards, how to grow your collection for cheap, as well as insights on the market and collecting. Thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, remember that collecting ain't no gimmick, it's a lifestyle.